What if the biggest change in your life is hidden in the places where nothing seems to be happening? Most people think of compounding as a perfect curve that rises smoothly on a chart. They picture it like pressing a magic button that doubles money again and again. One becomes two, two becomes four, four becomes eight. But living through it feels nothing like that. Compounding feels slow. It feels invisible. It feels like everyone else is racing ahead while you're stuck waiting for something that never seems to arrive. That's because compounding isn't really about numbers. It's about endurance. It's a survival test, one that most people fail not because the math is complicated, but because the emotions are. And the truth is, almost everyone quits right before the moment when the real payoff begins. At the beginning, it feels like you're putting effort into a black hole. You set aside money, you buy simple funds, you turn on reinvestment, and months go by with barely any movement. 6 months, a year, maybe longer, and that $1,000 has crawled to $1,020, maybe $1,050. It's not enough to get excited about. Meanwhile, you scroll through social media and see friends showing off cars, vacations, and the latest gadgets, and you start to feel like you're missing out, like you're falling behind. That's the trap. Compounding begins with crumbs, because those crumbs are enough to push out anyone who doesn't have patience. Most people quit here, mistaking the silence for failure. But in reality, that quiet stretch is the foundation being poured. The only job in this stage is to keep going. Don't check every day. Don't obsess over every cent. Just buy on schedule, reinvest automatically, and protect your focus. Then slowly, something changes. After about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, you notice a shift. Suddenly the growth in a month is larger than the amount you deposited, or a dividend is big enough to buy an extra share by itself. It's still small, but it feels different. For the first time, your money is making money, and that feeling matters more than the size of the return. It takes your attention off the daily numbers and puts it on the process. You start to enjoy the rhythm. Money going in, cash arriving, reinvestments happening quietly in the background. You relax a little. You stop checking your account 10 times a day. You begin to trust time. By the time you're 2 or 3 years in, the change becomes clearer. The base you've built is heavier now. Maybe you've contributed 16,000 and the balance shows 28. That extra isn't magic. It's the slow stacking of many small wins, the snowball starting to gather mass. And something bigger happens inside of you. Your mindset shifts. You stop chasing hot tips. Stop asking for permission. Stop caring about whether anyone else thinks your approach is exciting. You raise your contributions when your income rises. You buy when the market is up. You buy when it's down. The same amount, the same plan, no drama. And somewhere along the way, you notice the distance growing between you and the people who spend to look wealthy. You're not playing for appearances anymore. You're building something real. This is when you realize your money is working alongside you, quietly while you live your life. And then the snowball really takes off. The pile is now big enough to roll forward on its own. Dividends and growth start to cover real costs. At first, it's just groceries or a utility bill. Then it's a car payment. Eventually, you wake up to find that while you were asleep, your money kept working. That's the moment you've crossed a line, the one where your portfolio can grow even if you stop adding to it for a while. The rules don't need to change. You still keep it simple and consistent. But the feeling changes completely. Your job still matters, but it's not your only lifeline anymore. You can say no to a bad boss. You can take risks. You can step away from situations that used to trap you. You're not finished yet, but you're no longer fragile. This is freedom starting to take shape, and ironically, it's where most people give up. They get close enough to feel the weight of the snowball, but they don't hold on long enough to watch it run. If you do, though, you reach something extraordinary. After 7 to 10 years, the numbers start to feel unreal. Annual cash flow can cover rent for your kids, school tuition, a parent's medicine. Your wealth has grown beyond just you. You're now building for the people who come after you. And that changes everything. You start creating simple systems to keep it going, setting up accounts for your family, teaching them the rules. Buy on the same day each month, reinvest, stay boring. You make things easy to run so that even if you're not around, the machine keeps turning. Money stops being just numbers on a screen. It becomes a teaching tool, a safety net, a way to give your loved ones a head start that you never had. That's the legacy engine. It's what all the quiet years, all the waiting, were leading to. But here's the warning. If you quit in the first stage, you'll never feel that flicker of progress. If you stop in the second, you miss the identity shift of the third. If you drop out before the fourth, you'll never know the feeling of waking up to find your money working harder than you. And if you never make it to the fifth, the people you love are left starting where you started, on the same treadmill, with no head start, no safety net. That's the real cost of quitting. So the path is simple, but it isn't easy. Put money in on the same day every month. Reinvest so every dollar works to buy another dollar. Keep your portfolio small and steady. If you need reassurance, include a fund that pays regularly so you can see the progress. Give yourself permission to keep a tiny account for risks so you don't sabotage your core plan. Write down your rules and read them when you're tempted to panic. Keep some emergency cash so you never sell at the worst time. And most importantly, remind yourself why you started. Because when progress feels invisible, memory is what saves the plan. It won't feel fast. It won't feel glamorous. It will feel boring, and it will feel slow. But that's why it works. 4 years in, maybe it covers utilities. 5 years in, groceries. 6 years in, housing. 8 years in, it pays for a car, all without touching your paycheck. The progress sneaks up on you until suddenly it's undeniable. The real danger was never the math, it was your emotions. Compounding rewards those who can wait while nothing seems to be happening, and who keep waiting once it finally does. Most people won't make it that far, but you don't have to be most people. Stay the course, one deposit at a time, and time itself will turn into your greatest ally. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.